I watch movies, especially something that has like a point or a message that it's trying to get across, I really don't watch movies to like just watch them, especially like a particular movie. Like the one I'm talking about now is The Blue Angels. If you've never seen the Blue Angels documentary, you must watch it. This is not a promotion of the Blue Angels, and I'm not getting paid for promoting the Blue Angels documentary, but I can tell you this. You're not going to be disappointed. The reason why you're not going to be disappointed is because if you're into documentaries, if you're into anything that has uh, a message like theirs, I mean, think about it, the Blue Angels has been around for years. I say longer than I have been around. So the thing that I wanted to really take from it, and I wanted to give you, and maybe somebody on the other end of this can be able to use the information that I'm about to give you on the Blue Angels. So the thing that I really took away from it was, before I even get into my notes, right? Let me just vent. Can I vent a little bit? So the thing that I was most impressed about the Blue Angels was it was the one is the uniform. Like the uniform is breathtaking. The uniform is magnificent. It's the way they wear it. It's tight. It's everybody's in unison. The way they come into meetings, the accountability, the way they talk to each other, the way if you don't like it, you still gotta understand it. You still gotta respect it. You still gotta. It was just like it was a whole system to everything they did. It was a system to everything they did. It was a system to the way they walk, the way they have the meetings, the way they conduct themselves, the way they talk to each other. I mean, it's a lot to take from it. So if you haven't seen it, if you are into documentaries, I would say watch it. Watch it. So I'm actually just pulling up my notes just to make sure I stay on task, because you can hear the excitement, and I'm like so excited because the thing that I thought about was why my thing is not pulling up. It's funny how things don't pull up or work the way you want it to work in time, right? So where is it? Dun, 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 dun. Nope, that is not it. So it's wonderful how it doesn't pull up the way you want it to pull up at time when you need it. Have you ever had that happen? Like when you're looking for something, when you want something at a particular time, you can't find it. And then your tablet doesn't want to work at the time that you need it to work too. So here are the takeaways that I had in my notes of the Blue Angels. So some of the things that like I told you, the precision that they have and the way they conduct themselves. So the first thing that I have, give me one moment if you don't mind, as I get my note up. I know you'd be like, hey, be prepared. I watched the documentary. I'm in the process of doing what they did. So I just updated it too. Okay, we got it. Okay, don't judge me. Okay, don't you judge me. But if you are, it's fine. So, okay. So the first thing that you can apply, and again, I only speak to young men. But if an adult get this information and they can be able to use it, hey, by all means, this information is for you too. So the two things that I want you to take away from this video is, one, precision. The way they were precise with their maneuvers, with the way they were really precise in the way they had to do things. They had to go from, like, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, if I butcher it, when you watch it, just put in the comment, hey, Will, you did butcher this part, it was wrong. Cool, I admit it. That they were at 18 inches and they had to get to at least 6 inches apart from each other. Now, just think about 18 inches. You may say, oh, that's far away. Anybody can do that, cool, but you're not them. So but the thing they were looking to do, they wasn't trying to rush to get to 6. They were precisely going, okay, we at 18, we at 16, we at 12, we at 6. What do we need to do? Okay, when they would go into their meetings, the thing they would do is dissect and look at the way they were in the way they were positioned. Hey, you were off here. You banked too much. You did this too much. You were, not stable. Or it was the way they had each other accountable. And the thing that I wanted to, it was the way they were under control with their precision. I mean, crazy. They were really under control They wasn't trying to rush anything. They wasn't trying to prove anything. They wasn't trying to show off that I have the best precision, or I'm making more control. I can control my plane in a certain way. And I can make it do what I want it to do. No, it was one team, one sound, and they only believed in it. And their saying was, "I'm glad to be here." Any complaints that they have, any things that they were going through at home, anything they were going through at work, it was, when it's time to go, it was time to go. When it was time to perform, it was time to perform. It was, I'm glad to be here. Anybody else can be here, but I'm here, so I'm glad to be here. What are the issues that I have? What are you holding me accountable? When you hold me accountable, am I listening? Am I applying what you just told me? It was the precision and control. That's point number one. Like, just get that out of there. It's precision and control. And the next point was the teamwork and the discipline. I mean, the teamwork and the discipline was beyond. It wasn't even the pilots that amazed me as far as with the teamwork. It was the team around him. It was a team that was around him that was just amazing. So there's the pilots, right? But then there's a team, a smaller team that nobody. When you say Blue Angels, you say Blue Angels. You say the pilot, the 6 pilots, right? No, but there's people that's behind them that make sure that plane taken care of, make sure that they're doing the right things, make sure that they can be able to perform their job at a particular way. Everything was precise, everything was under control, and everything was disciplined. Discipline in the way they fly, discipline in the way they walk, discipline in the way that they did things, teamwork in the way they walked towards their plane. Like they never did anything without one another. They never not did anything. I mean, it was amazing. Like, it was amazing the way they actually did it. So, and it was every maneuver count. This is not the third point. This is just part of the second and the first point. The maneuvers that they had to do was amazing. So they had to do particular maneuvers in a particular way. So if it was the plane having to be upside down while the other was flying beside it, he's looking at the way he's upside down. It wasn't just go upside down and fly fast. It was just go upside down. Here's how I want you to be. Hey, you too low. You too high. Okay, you're right there. It was things like that where when you bank out, it wasn't just bank out and then come back around and come back to your next maneuver. No, it was, well, you banked too far out. You banked too close. You banked just right. It was like, here's what I need you to do. You know what I'm saying? So it was amazing. I mean, I like documentaries like that. I love documentaries like this. As you can see, I really do. So, and the inspiration was behind it, that it's the uniform. It was the thought of seeing the uniform, the blue uniform, the gold uniform. I think the gold uniform is probably new, because I think it was blue at first with the gold stripe. I mean, the way, it was the dedication that they had to their job. It was a dedication. So based off what you have right now, based off what you're doing, let's go back over our points. Do you have unmatched precision and control in what you do? Right? I think we all need this point. I need this point. As watching it, I've asked myself, the question is, am I being precise with my day? Am I being precise with my time? And am I being precise with the way I deliver to my wife, or the way I deliver to my kids? The other thing is teamwork and discipline. And is my wife and my kids discipline? Am I showing my kids discipline? Am I showing my wife my discipline? And so those are the things that I take away from it. So when I look at a documentary, I always look at it from a standpoint of, what can I be able to take from it? What is the message that is trying to get across? What is the message that is looking to get across? And how can I be able to use this information and show someone else? You see? So and what is the dedication that I have towards what I do? That was the other thing. And the last thing was just dedication. Like, are you showing dedication to what you're doing, how you're doing it? I know it may be small. I know you may say, hey, I just started a channel. That's dedication. Most people don't start. Most people don't want to do it. Most people just like, hey, I don't want to do it. But it's just the thought of, I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing that I want to do, you know? So I don't know, but I would say to you, it's like, as a Blue Angel, you can, you may not be a pilot, right? You may not be showcasing your skills like they are on the platform that they are, but your platform is your platform. That's at work, that's your platform. At home, that's your platform. That's at school, that's your platform. So be precise, be under control, be disciplined, and also lastly, be dedicated. And I believe in you. That was a slogan, which is I believe. So believe in you, believe in what you can do, believe in where you are, and believe in where you're going, because only you can take yourself there and where you want to be at. So I believe, and this is Will from New Steps Foundation. I just wanted to give you a message that's something I care about, and I hope you care about, and you learn to care about, and go watch it. If you don't believe it for yourself, just go watch it. And I believe that there's something in there for you that you could probably take away and apply. Let's go.